Hello everyone, my name is Isabel and welcome back to my personal finance channel, Your Friendly Budgetarian. Hi, if you're new here, I have been creating personal finance videos with regards to documenting my path towards financial freedom and starting it off by paying 6 figures worth of student loans. So if you guys are interested and want to learn more, please click the subscribe button down below. For today's video, I will be discussing about my March budget video as well as probably some changes that, again, I will be applying towards my budget. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alrighty, so for this will be basically what my March budget would look like. So just an overview. So now I'm just going to go ahead and talk about each items. So for the most part, for my March income, it is a little bit higher than the usual because I've had overtime hours in like the last or second to the last week of February. So then it goes to my March paycheck. So the first paycheck, I would say it's about $4,000 because I had an overtime of about 12 hours. One was a full day, and then the other one was just an extension of my regular shift. For my paycheck, my second paycheck, I mean, this is assuming that I won't be doing any overtime hours for March, so it will just be $3,300. And then for my tax return, I hope that I'm able to do it for this month of March, just because I'm still waiting for my redistribution of my Roth IRA. Because the problem, I don't know if I have talked to you guys about this, but the problem that I'm facing right now is that I exceeded the income limit for Roth IRAs, so technically I'm not eligible for it. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna redistribute it to a traditional IRA, and then after that I will do the backdoor Roth. So that's the plan for now. I did message Wealthfront about it, and I uploaded a document that they needed for me to, fill out. And I will actually talk more about this, but once the process is done, so that you guys will have, and also I will have a reference for when the next time I do it wrong, So yeah, I technically did like input my, my tax information and all that stuff in the tax software that I use, and it says right now that I have about $1,800, so I don't know if I will actually get that. My pre-tax contribution, so this one kind of changed. I know I put in like my HSA and my 401k contributions, but the thing is I've been having problems about my employer deducting directly from my paycheck. So now what my plan of attack is for my HSA, that only just specifically for my HSA, I will just gonna be deducting that from like the post-tax, and then come tax season, then I will just fill in all the details, and then hopefully that will decrease a little bit of my marginal income stuff. Side hustle, I'm not gonna lie to myself this time. I don't know if I will really have time to sell some stuff in Facebook Marketplace. I know I've said it during January and even in February, which is, by the way, spoiler alert, I didn't sell anything. So I'm just gonna leave it blank, and then obviously if I ever find time, then it will just be a good thing. Checkings roll over, I still would want to manage at least $500 left in my checkings account so that I have that buffer amount. So that's that for my income, which then totals about $10,300. For my fixed monthly expenses, so they're pretty much the same as always. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. So for my mortgage, it's gonna be about $61.98. My fiance and I own this house, but he pays mostly for the mortgage, and I paid like the rest of the bills. So that's how we've been trying to split it, because he doesn't have student loans, but I do. But I'm almost done paying it, which I'm really super excited about it for this year. So hopefully by then, once I pay it off, we'll be able to, split everything in half equally, because we almost have the same income as well. Electricity and gas, it's $110 starting, from February up until the end of the year, because I've signed up to this program wherein they averaged out like for the whole year expenses to monthly, and if ever there's gonna be like some amount exceeding or maybe less than the amount than the total year, then they will either give it back to me as like a cash back, or maybe just roll it over for the next year or something like that. Internet is still the same, $65. Waste management and sewage system, we only pay that quarterly, and I don't really mind like budgeting for it quarterly instead of like trying to do the average. So I'm just gonna keep it that way, just so there's just no like confusion or anything. Subscriptions, it's about $14. I wasn't able to calculate the previous subscription that I have from like Apple and this streaming service that we have. So right now it's about $14. And then phone, my fiance and I have decided that he will just be the one paying for it. But I'm just putting it there just so I would be reminded like what fixed bills we have every month. And then water is about $45. So weird thing about where I'm living right now, there was one time that it was like it really warmed up, and then the very next day it snowed, and it snowed for like 3 days. So I don't know if that will be like the last hurrah for the winter, or there's gonna be a surprise snow coming in, but hopefully it will get warmer, and then as it gets warmer, obviously our water bill would gonna be increasing, but for now I'm just gonna be putting $45. So hopefully overall we would spend about $300 for the fixed monthly expenses. So for the variable expenses, honestly, starting this month of the year, I've kind of been having a hard time trying to justify the different expenses. I mean, it's not that I've been spending a lot for myself, but technically, like the start of this month, kind of, I wouldn't really say like a leisure travel, but there's just some stuff that we need to go to, and obviously that takes money and stuff. It's not super big deal, but it's just, I guess, me being the natural saver that I am, kind of like not, I don't really want to use the word trigger, but I guess I can find of any other words to use, but it kind of triggers me that I've been spending some money with regards to traveling, but it is what it is, that's really the reality of budgeting. So yeah, I mean, I just want to be transparent with you guys. I just want to share it with you, and as well as like my struggles internally, but at the same time, this is the reason why I do this, and it's because just having a work-life balance. But anyways, let's just go back to budgeting. So grocery, $500. Again, this is the amount that's coming from my paycheck. It's the one that my husband pays, or sorry, my fiance pays, is also different. But on average, I would say we spend about $1,000 a month. And again, that's our choice. We do shop at like, it's not a good like grocery store, and then we do pay for like quality type of products, so that's why. I know we have option to obviously lower our budget, but that's just how we want with regards to our lifestyle. I mean, we don't like spend a lot with other stuff, but with food, that's like, there's no questioning whether we want like a high quality or low quality. So that's that. Housing wise, honestly, for March, I don't really see anything that we might be spending on, but I just put $150. Personal, $200. So as you guys have watched my previous budget video for February, I declared February as my no spend for me February. But I gotta be honest, I did spend just a little money though, not a lot for me. Maybe like twice for the month of September. And I know September technically hasn't ended yet, but I don't think that I will be spending for myself for like the last couple of days of February. So just letting you guys know, again, I'm trying to be transparent. I did spend some money for myself, but it's only just a little bit of amount. Medical or health, I don't know if I will be spending some. I might be spending some at the dentist. We'll see about that. I do have like my general appointment with regards to, cleaning, but we'll see. Transportation, $40. Right now, on average, I've been just getting gas like once every 2 months, just because my work is really close by to our house. And then when we do go out, it's my fiance that always drives us around, so I don't have to worry about gas. So hopefully I will keep it that way. Eating out is $100. I think I could probably put more. Let me see how many. So I technically have $754.02 left to budget. I'll probably do 150 just in case. At least I wouldn't, feel guilty if ever like we go more than $100. Pets, I don't really spend much for them because their food budget technically goes to our grocery budget, because what they eat mostly is basically rice and chicken and vegetables. And so I put that as part of our grocery. And then also we do buy kibbles for them, but I don't necessarily like try to separate that from like our grocery and the pets section. So if ever they are to go to vet or to be groomed, then I put that in pets category. But other than that, I don't put anything else. Donations, I'm hoping $200. Gift, $200. One of my friends is celebrating their wedding for March. Hence, I also put in some money for travel because it's gonna be in California. We have to fly there. Technically, I've already paid for like the flight for February. So now the only thing I have to think of is for our hotel. We did reserve it, but they haven't really deducted it from my bank. And also for car rental and then other stuff that we might possibly do when we go to California. And so with that, car insurance, I think my car insurance will expire in April, and typically I pay for that like the month before the new coverage policy happens or starts. So I'm paying about $390 every 6 months, and typically it decreases like every 6 month policy renewal. So I'm hoping it will be less than $390, but who knows. All right, so next would be for my sinking funds or savings or retirement. This one I've been trying to kind of overcompensate since January was definitely like a fail with regards to me investing for, retirement and such. So now I'm trying to overcompensate for it. I think I did a good job for this month of February. So hopefully I, continue to do that for the month of March. So for my M1 Spend Plus, which is the high yield savings account that I opened back in the end of December, I think, or start of January. So I'm trying to put $200 per month. Also, just an FYI, I kind of been learning how to do my Paycheck. typically my first paycheck, it would go towards like my bills and my retirements, and then my second paycheck goes to my loans. So we'll see right when the forbearance ends in May. Then obviously, it depends on like what my due date is for my student loan payments, but then I will change on how I use my paychecks. But yeah, for now, my first paycheck, I definitely put it right away towards my sinking funds, savings, and retirements. So for my M1 finance is $50 a month. Right now, I'm still kind of, weighing it out and then like trying to figure out and how to use the website and all that stuff. So $50 is what I'm putting in. And then I believe they still have their bonus sign up, wherein if you sign up with a new account and you put in $100, you get $50, and then I get $50. So if you guys are interested in using M1 Finance as your brokerage account, feel free to use my link down below. For crypto, $20 each month. I'm trying to just keep it low because I'm trying to just weigh it out. I don't really know how to like choose for like the appropriate crypto investment. So for now, I'm just doing, I believe it's the Ethereum that I'm putting my money into crypto. For my second brokerage account, which is my Wealthfront, it's $100 each month. And then for my Roth or traditional IRA, technically my plan is to put $500 every month, because that's kind of how, if you divide it $6,000, which is their max limit, that goes to like $500 every month. But I'm trying to kind of front load my Roth IRA account, so if there's ever extra payments that I can do, I try to do it. So instead of $500 this month, I'm choosing to do $600 for this month. And then for my HSA, since I only put $150 for February and I didn't put anything for January, I'm trying to compensate that. So this month, I'm hoping to be able to put $300 in it. And then last but not the least, for my TSP or my 401k account, that's from my employer. So I'm trying to put $350 each paycheck, so $700 each month, because I'm trying to do at least half of the max limit, which is half of it is $20,500. The full amount is $20,500, so half of it is about $10,000 something. So total, all in all, I would want to put at least about $2,000 for my savings, retirements, and sinking funds. And then last but not the least, we have my student loan. So I only have one loan left. And again, for my new viewers out there, I actually started with about $195,000 for my student loans, and that's when I graduated back in June or May of 2018. I did start my financial journey back in December of 2019. And then I actually started like uploading videos. Technically, I did it in January of 2021, but I did like stop after that first month and then continued again, or restarted in August of 2021. So now I've been doing like personal finance videos for about, I would say 6 or 7 months now. And as you guys if you guys have watched my previous, net worth update videos, I only have about $37,500 worth of student loans left from $195,000. So I'm really, really excited to pay this off and hopefully just be done with it and just move on and focus on pursuing of my other financial goals for me and also for my fiance. So yeah, I'm really excited for that to happen for the end of this month. For the end of the year. All right, so looking at my budgeted breakdown overall, I would want to have at least about 47% towards my debt, 3.1 or 3% for my fixed expenses. My variable expenses would be about 30%, and then about 20% of it would be for my savings. So I technically do have about $704 left, but right now I'm just putting it that way because technically I want to have a checkings roll over, or like a buffer amount of $500. So technically I only have about $200 left to budget. So that was it for my March budget video. If you guys like my video and would be interested in how I do my finances, please click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that you guys will be notified as soon as I upload a new one. And with that said, hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!